Hi guys, Schmexy here, and today we're looking at one of my solo raids on Streets of Tarkov. The reason I chose this particular raid is because there was a lot of decision making involved. There were times when I was taking it slow and listening out for enemy movements. There were also times when I was rushing in, and plenty of moments when I had to switch between the two. So, if you want to find out how I make these decisions, and if you want to become a better Streets player, this video is for you. This raid happened towards the end of the last wipe, so I didn't have any quests I was working on. My main goals were to get some PvP and get some loot. Right off the spawn, the advantage you have as a solo player is you are all ready to go. You don't need to wait for anyone to set up their gun or reconnect for the third time. This makes it advantageous to be aggressive early on, so I'm already pushing towards the nearest spawns. There is a spawn point in the bar that I just passed, but nobody would spawn that close, so instead I focus my attention on the sewer. And also a free look towards the food store, cause somebody could spawn in there as well. I've arrived at the finance building, where I get a lot of fights early on, so I'm extra careful checking the tunnel ahead of me. This is when I hear somebody, footsteps on wood. Immediately, I'm at my slowest pace and heading in the direction towards the sound. I know that there's wood in the building right in front of me, and I can hear multiple people walking. It takes me a moment to realize that they're actually further ahead than I think. That's how much noise you make on wood. Spawn knowledge is very important, because now I conclude that this squad is in the apartment down the street on my right. My plan is to creep up and watch the exit of the apartment. A perfect ambush. But it sounds like they've already made their way out, so instead I tuck myself away. Notice how I stay hidden behind the curve of the wall. If somebody does look this way, they probably still won't see me. I do not aim down sights, because that makes a noise and can give you away. I decide I'm going to turn on my laser and start spraying at the same time. The reason I don't is because they're walking along the far wall, so that they are difficult shots to hit. But what's this? A free kill. As soon as the element of surprise is gone, I start moving. I want to use the chaos in this team to my advantage. So I want my play to be quick before they can communicate to each other. Some people are going to say you shouldn't take a left-hand peek like this, but I disagree, because I'm quite confident in my aiming abilities, and I'm happy to take an aim fight like this, because I know most of the time I will come out on top. Of course, I do know that right-hand peeks are better, so I jump across and throw my nade from here. This is when I can make a quick reposition, masked by the sound of the nade. And look. A guy caught completely off guard. Probably still thought I'm by the tunnel and engaging in his teammate. Common sense tells me that the guy already damaged wouldn't be pushing like this. So I know he's half HP and I want to finish him off before he can heal. I use the truck as a cover to close in the distance and I'm ready to take a right-hand peek, but it looks like no shots will be necessary anymore. Even though the fight is over, the decision making is not, because I still need to load my ammo, heal up and loot the bodies, but first thing I do is check my surroundings, see if anybody is approaching the area. Next, I want to do a surgery, because if somebody does come along, I want to be able to fight them properly. And also it's a good idea while you're doing a surgery to inspect all of your magazines and reload to the fullest one. I do not bother with reloading any of the mags just yet, because some of these kills are in very open areas, right on the street. I want to get done with looting as quick as possible, before anybody else can come here. After double and triple checking the area, I lie down on the body. This is going to make it more difficult to spot me. I'm not sure what the plan was for this guy, as he didn't even bring a gun. But whatever the plan was, it sure didn't go well. Already while looting, I decide I'm going to go to the park next, because I can hear somebody shooting away. As I approach that way, I suddenly hear two different sets of footsteps. Again, map knowledge is important, because I know that in this factory building, it's most probably just an AI scow, but up ahead here, scavs don't go here, so this is likely a PMC coming from the park. Even if it is just scavs, which I confirm around now, I still treat them carefully, because how many times have I died to scavs already this wipe? I keep in mind that I haven't checked if the PMC had any teammates, and there's a door open there, where somebody could easily be hiding. This is when a smoke grenade comes in handy, because I can block off the doorway without worrying about it. Okay, if you do use smokes, maybe throw them a bit more precisely than this. But that's not a problem, because really, I should be clearing out this area anyway. I close the door to eliminate the possibility of somebody shooting me in the back. Free look plus jump is a good way to clear out a room, especially if you land on a side that will give you a right hand peek later on. It looks like this guy was operating alone. Now it's time to check out that loot. I have now made my way back to the finance building, and I want to cross the road and approach the green flare extraction. There are still a lot of shots going around, so I decide to actually go into the finance building, walk upstairs and take a look from one of the windows, see if I can spot anybody. After not seeing anyone, I go back down and take a paint kill, which is a good idea when you're crossing open areas, like crossing a street for example. The moment I run out though and free look to the left, that's when I finally do see somebody. Can you spot it? I immediately 180 around to get to my closest cover, which is right behind me. I already have a game plan in mind. I leave my backpack and start pushing towards this guy. Assuming he spotted me too, I want to get close to him really quickly, so he thinks I'm still by finance, but I'm already close and listening for his exact whereabouts. Because I only saw him for a split second, I don't exactly know which way he was running, so I walk to the restaurant, which was close to where he was crossing the street, and start looking around. I don't see anything on the main road, but it becomes clear that somebody is now in the factory buildings. Once again, I have to change my plan, and I don't even have my bag with me now. I get close to the factory, stand still, and listen. When I know somebody is in the area, I normally have two approaches. Either I'm being stealthy, and I'm trying to hear out where exactly they are, or I'm very quick. I go in hard and fast, hoping I will catch the enemy by surprise. So right now, I'm still trying to be a bit stealthy. I go in the warehouse, so I'm a bit closer to the other factory buildings. This way I will be able to hear further. Hearing nothing but silence, I switch to my other tactic, hoping to hear some sort of sound cue as a response. And there it is, footsteps on my right. I can't tell which floor they are on, so I clear out this area. So he must be underneath. I can hear him run up the metal stairs, so we have literally swapped positions with each other. Quite a lot happened here, so I want to play this one back. There are two things that hinted to me how this guy likes to play. Not only he has a flashlight, but he's also not scared to rush down these metal stairs while I'm right underneath. The conclusion, he's an absolute Chad and he's going to want to push, so I just have to wait for him to make a mistake. After I fell back, I didn't go back in, because that's a narrow choke point and a left-hand peek, so I stayed right here, because if I moved any more to the left, he might be able to shoot me through the window. So, right-hand peek versus left-hand peek, and I win the fight. I feel like we're touching the right-hand peek a lot here. Guys, it really is important. But do you know what also is important? It's clicking the like button and leaving a comment so that more people can find this video. And if you want to support the channel even more, I've now enabled YouTube memberships. There's different levels, each with their unique perks. And if you want to learn more, click the join button underneath the video. Or find the link in the description. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.